bowler, 1 for 49. Lockie Ferguson, 2 overs, none for 48. Jacob Duffy, 3 overs, none for 42. It was only Santner, 4 overs for 33, was able to keep them back. Nisham to some extent, until that huge last over where he was bludgeoned for 24. So 255 for 5. Let's go down and see what New Zealand think about it. Simon Doull with Matt Henry.
Matt, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. I know these ones aren't easy. Just your initial thoughts on that?
Yeah, obviously that's tough. Obviously we would like to keep them to probably under 240 there, but I mean, we've still got the firepower and the belief in this shed. So I think for us, the way we start, hopefully we can get a good read of the wicket and put them under some pressure.
We saw you go to quite a lot of slower balls early on. Was that a bit of a plan?
Yeah, obviously with the way they like pace coming onto the ball, the plan was obviously to take a bit of pace away from them, and obviously they combated that pretty well, and probably for us it's a little disappointing, but the way we could manage to squeeze it back from there in that middle phase, we gave ourselves a fighting chance there, and at the end of the day we're not out of this. We believe in that. What
do you think your batters have picked up from how they played?
Yeah, well, I think if you look at the way they started, they actually got a read of the wicket, and then from there they actually looked to accelerate and put us under a lot of pressure. So obviously it didn't look like when you're coming out from ball one, give yourself a couple balls, but yeah, for us, frustrating one, but I think we still back our boys to get this done.
All right, I really appreciate your time. Good luck if you have to get the pads on.
Yeah, hopefully not. Something special from up top.
It's good to see that he can keep a sense of humour there, Matt Henry. But look at that middle phase. You call it accelerate. That's where New Zealand did a bit of running, 20 for 3. And even in those last 3 overs, it was a 24-run last over that took India to 255. But see what came before that power play, Danny. That was it.
Yeah, it was extraordinary, wasn't it? 92 without loss. Man, that is just fireworks galore. You think about the highest team totals going around in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Through the years, down through them. India, look at that, recently. Talk about being in form right when you need to be. Amazing.
So many of those in 2026. As this tournament has gone along, the runs have just started, the seeds are germinating, and the runs just all over. Right, so there you are, 255 for 5, 256 to get. They've got to look at what England did and say, right, if we can get a move on early, then who knows where we end up. Allen and Seifert. In this break, we've got something that the New Zealand batters would like to do, light up the stadium. A lovely blue glow that's settled across this Narendra Modi Stadium at the moment. What's the thought in the change room, Danny? They've got to believe, though.
Yeah, as the words of Matt Henry just chatting there with Simon Doull, you do have the belief, given what happened against South Africa in a chasing situation as well. May not be quite as explosive from one player, but hey, look what happened in the top order, just seen from India. It's a team game, and the first 3 was simply outstanding. The form of the turnaround of Abhishek Sharma in particular, and another 89 from Sanju Samson, just carrying on his merry way.
If they want inspiration, Danny, they can look at what happened in the first semi-final in Kolkata, where they got 173 in 12.5 overs, say 13 overs. 7 overs to go, another 70 runs. So they say if Finn Allen gets going, Seifert gets going. But they've got a budget for 4 overs of Jasprit Bumrah, who's been the magician in this tournament. My eyes will be on Varun Chakravarti. See if he's got his confidence back. The team has stood by him, much like it did with Abhishek Sharma. Watch out for his lengths. Can he bowl those fuller lengths that over the years have got him wickets? Went off the field, but hasn't upset Finn Allen too much.
Yeah, it was a heavily strapped hand, isn't it? And it's smashed into his thumb area, or the back end of it. He can get his act together.
The question marks are Abhishek Sharma. A lot of talk about whether or not he should be in the side. Started, dare I say, for someone who made 52 of 21, just a touch tentatively, but such is his ability, such is his firepower, that once he gets going, it's very, very difficult to stop him. 52 of 21 balls, and at the other end, someone playing an innings of great maturity. Explosive and yet calm when needed.
Yeah, he really has matured and taken this opportunity to play for India in a World Cup. His first go at it. 89 versus England and now 89 versus New Zealand in the finale. Superb.
So our laser show begins.
This is our year. Feel the thrill. Can you feel the thrill? Can you feel that? This is our year. 이렇게 사람의 손을 나게. 그다음에는 야마도를 나게. Can you feel that? Greens on backs with the crest held high. One more ball and we touch the sky.
So a little bit of entertainment in between innings, if there wasn't enough entertainment with the bat already. And who knows what lies in store. Can New Zealand come and provide entertainment with the bat? Will the Indian bowlers say thank you to the batters? Thank you for giving us 255. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll just show you the enormity of what lies ahead for New Zealand. They need to recreate what they did against South Africa at the Eden Gardens. Can they do it? Will India's bowling be too much? 256 to chase when we come back.
This is our
The final of an ICC World event.
Feel the thrill.
India bossing the power play.
On backs with the crest held high. One more ball and we
Brings
touch
up
the
his half
sky.
century in a World Cup final. Oh, excellent.
And he's done it at home. The crowd are loving the power. Forming in the final with a half century.
Samson's excellent innings is over.
And drop beyond the boundary won't be the last opportunity beyond the boundary tonight, I don't think.
It's further indication of how good this surface is. It's just sliding on nicely. Not a half volley, but talk about how Seifert clears that front leg. The ability to hit the ball on the up over that long on mid-wicket region.
I don't think India should get discouraged by that shot because the ball is swinging and there's always a chance of a top edge or a mistimed shot. A small change in the field, long off goes to long on. A very similar field employed to Finn as well.
He's one of those players that can score all around the park, like Finn Allen as well, so then they're on song.
Swung again. He's had to get a long way outside the line of off stump, hence falling over afterwards. So shot he played well, both Finn Allen and Seifert against South Africa in that semi-final.
Just to inform you that Shivam Dube has left the field, Rinku Singh is down at long on.
Good thinking from Hardik Pandya. The last couple of outswingers, they had a pretty strong response to it. So he's gone for the in-swing here. And in the channel, Tim Seifert strikes at 214. Tells you pretty much why he's one of the highest run getters in this tournament. Where most batters go quiet, he seems to find a way to attack that. The lap scoop coming in this one. A lot of young boys and girls watching. That's a tough shot. Be careful when you practice it.
That's 4. And so the range hitting, it seems, a shot a ball. And you have to when you're chasing over 250.
Hardik Pandya needs to rethink his plan. The in-swing is working quite well. Yet again going to the outswinger and just hit on the up. The flat bat swing coming through quite nicely here.
The backward square's gone fine. After that little scoop shot earlier in the over, he's going even finer now. That was the in-swinger, and it has gone to the boundary again. Expensive over, 21 off it.
तो फिर हो जाए स्विंग का सुल्तान वर्सेस किचन का किंग.
थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है. अब कुछ कर ले. Nescafe cold coffee की किक.
बेफिक्री से खाना एंजॉय करो, एक्स्ट्रा कैलोरीज करो.
A good move by Surya Kumar, bringing in the left arm spinner who will be targeting on the stumps. You need to bowl slightly flatter and quicker because he stays so much of the back foot. Don't give him too much time to work with, is what Akshar Patel will be thinking. You will get your opportunities because he'll be looking to hit a 6 as quickly as possible. Flatter onto Midland leg. Don't give him any room to work with.
Long off and deep mid-wicket. There is that deep mid-wicket.
Seifert will, couple of options for him. He can sit back and play in a similar area or over the head of mid-on up in the circle, or he get across to the offside and look to go squarer with a sweep or a slog sweep.
If you're a bowler, Bish, at this stage, I reckon, especially as a left-arm spinner, when you're bowling to someone like Finn Allen, what you don't want to be giving is too much to score off the back foot. If he steps out to you, if you place the reverse sweep or the sweep, you are accepting it because that's playing against what he usually does. But if he hits you off the back foot, that's when you need to think. And as we see in the bottom of your screen, you can see mid-on going to mid-off and long-on being there. Good change, but didn't work. Long on, couldn't cut that off. This is the kind of shot you want to try and avoid, but this is an extraordinary shot. He didn't give him too much time, but still found a way by Finn Allen going straight down the ground.
Spot on, DK, and what you talk about. You allow him to get back and use those big long levers. He stays nice and tall and still ability to hit the ball straight. Now, that man is straighter. He can look to go a little squarer. Change of bat. I think that one got right on the toe end. Might have cracked it a little.
So Hardik Pandya changed the bat as well. He got a 6 but didn't get much more after that.
Down to long on and taken. So a wicket in Akshar Patel's first over. And the change of bowling and change of pace has worked.
That's outstanding tactical effort from Team India there. Akshar Patel being brought in early, Midland leg, flatter, quicker, smash straight to long on. And it wasn't the normal long on, it was much wider. Tilak Verma takes a very good catch under pressure. Finn Allen for the second time giving India an opportunity, but this time India takes it. Big.
डिपेट कहाँ अवेलेबल है वसीम भाई? ये सिर्फ नेशनल नहीं इंटरनेशनली अवेलेबल है.
असल तमाशा तमाशा ऐप पे है. तो अभी जैज़ B5 पैकेज सब्सक्राइब करके अपने 5 फेवरेट लोगों के साथ पैकेज शेयर करें और तमाशा ऐप पर देखें क्रिकेट का हर मोमेंट लाइव.
Rachin Ravindra has fired more with the ball than with the bat so far in the tournament. He's made little contributions, but it's a chance here with him needing to carry on a tempo. A deep forward square and a long on in place. Singh does well, just one. It's the 4th time this tournament that Finn Allen has fallen to spin.
And he only played one of the T20 games against India, the last one at Trivandrum in the bilateral series leading up to the T20 World Cup. He was dismissed in exactly that fashion. Akshar Patel caught at long on.
Very good over from Akshar Patel, 32 for 1.
तमाशा तमाशा ऐप पे है. तो अभी जैज़ B5 पैकेज सब्सक्राइब करके अपने 5 और तमाशा ऐप पर देखें क्रिकेट का हर मोमेंट लाइव. मतलब क्या स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का
मतलब कमाल.
एक्स्ट्रा फिज़, एक्स्ट्रा टेस्ट, स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी.
Over previously. Slip in place. Deep backward point and deep square leg. India, it's a chance here as well. It is a chance, and it is taken. Jasprit Bumrah gets a wicket first ball again as he did in the semi-final. The magician does it.
Well, he's gone to slower ball again, the same as he did in that semi-final. First up, deception. You're sitting there, you're waiting for pace. You're waiting for 140 plus. And that's why he is a genius. So good. Pace off, Ravindra straight underneath it. And this is a brilliant catch from Ishan Kishan. Charging in, wasn't quite there, had to dive forward, bounces up, holds on to it, even though his hat was over his eyes, he couldn't see a thing. Just felt for it, knew where it was, took it. Bumrah strikes early. New Zealand have lost 2.
थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है. अब कुछ कर ले. Nescafe cold coffee की किक.
Dolan's Premaline No Frost Refrigerator range with a convertible zone. Switch temperatures from -20 degrees to 5 degrees with a simple touch. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
Glenn Phillips with a task on his hand. Jasprit Bumrah is now India's highest wicket taker in T20 World Cups, goes past Arshdeep Singh.
Have a look at this catch. Mind you, please remember, he is a wicket keeper who's not wearing the gloves. That makes it that much more special.
Didn't take you long, DK.
My goodness. That's a good catch. Just almost popped out.
What is your problem with wicket keepers, Mr. Bishop? Tell me. How tough is that catch? He's a keeper. The way he's coming, running in.
My gosh, it's a good catch.
Off air, you said something very differently.
Goes on in the com box, stays in the com box, DK.
No praise is high enough for Jasprit Bumrah. Well eluded, and it's the feel for that slow ball. A number of bowlers around the world will tell you when they feel a batter is going to go hard at you, they'll take pace off it. Harry Brook was one such that you know that first ball he's going to tail out, go hard at you in a run chase like that.
After having played him quite a bit, Bish, I just feel it's one thing to know that he can bowl a slow one, another one when you can expect it, and then still play an attacking shot to it. That's what makes it so special. In Harry Brooks and Rachin's case, probably they didn't know it was coming. But even if you know, it's so hard to get under.
So you think a lot of batters expected first ball of a new ball spell. This was Harry Brook, and this was the catch. We can refer to it now as the catch. He's got hands like a barrel, Axar Patel.
And so far he's bowled 4 deliveries in this game. 3 have been slow ones, 1 slower bumper. He's just thinking, he's finding variations within the slow one and then executing it so consistently. Just going to say it could be a Yorker. Here is a man who we are watching, and I think we are privileged to watch, who's at the peak of his powers. It's literally someone who's thinking what he wants to be doing, executing it on point, and in the biggest stage in the world, the World Cup, in a semi-final, when the game is on the line, 16th over, 18th over, going immensely under what is required. England were requiring around 14, 15. He's going at 6 and 8 in those overs and just making it easier for the next bowler to come through. And to do it time and time and again is what makes him so special.
There will come a time when Father Time catches up, so I hope we appreciate him. 36 for 2.
Zin के साथ feel a splash of watermelon.
That's easy for Tim Seifert, and that goes a long way back, a long way back.
Driving it into the surface a little bit more here. Patel sits up nicely. He knows it straight away. It's just a touch too short. Player the quality of Seifert.
The thing we remember about England is they'll have to keep coming, and they bat deep. England kept coming. They don't have a choice. This is the final.
And also this pitch is not as good as that Mumbai pitch, and the size is slightly bigger on the sides as well. Because as the ball gets older, we saw the slower ones really sticking in, and it's not that easy. So there are going to be challenges for New Zealand, and you don't expect a World Cup to come easy to you. So we should expect New Zealand to fight, but it's definitely an uphill task.
Smart, very smart. The long on had been moved to long off, and so easy to pick up that length again.
Phillips would like that boundary, pretty early in his innings. Going back, what we have seen consistently with the New Zealand batters so far is they're far more comfortable hitting it off the back foot.
Shift in field, long on his position again.
This is a much better field for Akshar Patel. For a man who doesn't turn the ball much and just keeps getting in on the angle, long on, deep mid wicket is a much safer and a stronger option.
He's got his man Fuller and straighter. Akshar Patel is the impact man.
It's his home ground. There's not always that we speak a lot about this man, but he's one of the most underrated performers that India have had in a long, long time. In the previous World Cup, he played such a key role in the final. Yet again, he's showing his class with the ball. We saw what he did on the field last game. This time it's with the ball. He's making it count in front of everyone that he knows on the biggest play field. Akshar Patel, you are a superstar. You are so quiet in what you do, but so good and consistent and effective for Team India. Second wicket for him. Glenn Phillips goes for 5.
थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है. अब कुछ कर ले. Nescafe cold coffee की kick.
Dolan's Premaline No Frost Refrigerator range with a convertible zone. Switch temperatures from -20 degrees to 5 degrees with a simple touch. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
Matt Chapman replaces Glenn Phillips. Glenn Phillips has been bowled 4 times by spin and 1 by pace this tournament.
Well, another good over from...
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. Tea tree और mint oil से dandruff खत्म, itch removed, बाल moisturized और scalp refreshed. Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo.
असल ये डिपिट कहाँ अवेलेबल है? वसीम भाई, ये सिर्फ नेशनल नहीं, इंटरनेशनली अवेलेबल है.
Right ingredients, right treatment, 100%. तो करें dandruff का सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट with Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. Confidence 100%.
Genius. Absolute magician he is. Very few people have had an answer to his skills. The highest quality. Akshar Patel himself hitting Phillips bowled again. Has been his mode of dismissal through the tournament. India on their way to making history and being the first team to win back-to-back tournaments and win at home as hosts. New Zealand have got a mountain to climb. Wide run rates already up to 14 and they're 3 down. Brilliant. That Yorker we've seen so many times.
And this is a good move, giving him the second over. Just push New Zealand back. That'll be the aim early doors. They can knock over another one in power play. They'll feel they're in the driver's seat. Not that they're already. Real uphill task now for New Zealand. The slower ones will come into play. The Varun Chakravarti spin will be crucial.
It's an edge that flies away and it just falls short. Tilak Verma does so well to dive forward on this occasion.
And nearly another opportunity. Hustle is the message from the captain. The insight into this. Charging in Tilak Verma. Not quite there, putting his face and teeth on the line. Great commitment. India going for the jugular here with Bumrah in his second over in the power play.
Look at the screen, I think, below waist height.
They're again looking to take pace off. And I think he'll keep doing that with Surferton strike.
Well, the story of Glenn Phillips' tournament is that his Hobbs knocked over 4 times. Just looking to access both sides. Look at the stance. This in Colombo against England, and that today. Just running on for the 5th time in this tournament, beaten on the inside edge. Brilliant bowling, clever stuff from Akshar.
If anybody's going to keep it quiet, it's just Bumrah. 5 runs from that over. It's 52 for 3 and time for a drinks break.
असल डिपिट कहाँ अवेलेबल है वसीम भाई? ये सिर्फ नेशनल नहीं, इंटरनेशनली अवेलेबल है।
थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है। अब कुछ कर ले। Let's cook cold कॉफी की किक।
SPF 30 धूप से 97% तक बचाए, विटामिन सी सीरम बनाए अंदर से ब्राइट। ये है नॉन स्टिकी विद नो वाइट कास्ट। न्यू ग्लो एंड लवली ब्राइट यूवी डुओ सनस्क्रीन।
इस मोमेंट को अपना बनाओ, जिन में आओ।
Dandruff free, मजबूत बालों के लिए। I use Hello Hair Anti Dandruff Shampoo, tea tree और mint oil से करे dandruff का सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट। Hello Hair Anti Dandruff Shampoo।
Extra fizz, extra taste, stronger Pepsi.
Hello Hair Anti Dandruff Shampoo, tea tree और mint oil से dandruff खत्म, itch removed, बाल moisturized और scalp refreshed। Hello Hair Anti Dandruff Shampoo।
मतलब क्या stronger Pepsi का?
मतलब कमाल।
Extra fizz, extra taste, stronger Pepsi.
SPF 30 धूप से 97% तक बचाए, विटामिन सी सीरम बनाए अंदर से ब्राइट। ये है नॉन स्टिकी विद नो वाइट कास्ट। न्यू ग्लो एंड लवली ब्राइट यूवी डुओ सनस्क्रीन।
Found the length that he would like to bowl. I think Akshar Patel has displayed the length that you need to bowl on this wicket.
Varun Chakravarti had 13 wickets in the tournament, but 9 of them came in that first group phase. In the Super 8 and semi-final, it's been a lot leaner for him. As a ground he's had some success at. The bilateral series against South Africa was brilliant here against the South Africans a few months ago. But it is a ground generally that's been tough for spinners.
Yeah, well, what you'd see with him, he'll probably look to vary his pace here. He's normally not a big spinner of the ball. He targets the stumps. He's got to just take that pace off every now and then. As the ball's got a little older, it will hold into the surface. Might just grip as well.
It's interesting because, as you say, he targets the stumps, and there's just another example of it, and that's sort of what he's been known for, and he generally can bowl at pace as well, very quick, and he's quick onto you. But through the tournament, and certainly through the Super 8 and semi-finals, he's looked to bowl a little bit wider. I wonder how much of that is a reaction to how South Africa played him. They were happy to expose their stumps against him and play him through the offside, and he seemed to have to change.
Well, they've had a great time. Some images of some celebrations of the Indians out there. They've had every reason to.
They need a big innings here from Seifert. There is so much responsibility on his shoulders. That is a wonderful strike.
Yeah, he has no choice, Owen, but to keep going.
Absolutely. It's a lovely strike of a cricket ball, lovely swing of a cricket bat. He's trying to get Varun Chakravarti off that fuller length. Chakravarti needs to stick with it. If he can continue to bowl that length and not back of a length, I think it'll be more effective. Sometimes you get bowlers to push hard and will come back. Chance, no. Varun Chakravarti spills the ball. I suspect Chapman would have been short or close. Ishan Kishan scrambled to save the two. I think an accurate throw and a gather from Chakravarti. Good bounce. Might have been tight. It just bounces out of his hands.
Another free swing of the bat for Seifert. It takes him to a half century. He needs a lot more. It's 68 for 3.
बेफिक्री से खाना एंजॉय करो, एक्स्ट्रा कैलोरीज करो।
हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू, टी ट्री और मिंट ऑयल से डैंड्रफ खत्म, इच रिमूव्ड, बाल मॉइस्चराइज्ड और स्कैल्प रिफ्रेश्ड। हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू।
Zin के साथ feel a splash of watermelon.
Dolan's Premaline No Frost Refrigerator range with a convertible zone. Switch temperatures from -20 degrees to 5 degrees with a simple touch. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
Yeah, go back to Hardik Pandya and he's into the surface straight away.
I mentioned Seifert having to keep that momentum going, because sometimes you're thinking too far ahead, should I bat deep? And when things are going for you, just you keep going. That might help the non-striker as well, help the other batsmen in the side, take some pressure off, keep the team in the hunt. You don't want to go further behind with that required rate at this stage. That's what England did well in that chase in Mumbai. In spite of losing wickets, they ensured that required run rate, which was over 12s, and never really shot up. See, you can pick your player of the tournament at the end of this. These are some of the contenders. Two playing today, Samson and Seifert. Very interesting piece of trivia you told me, Matt. Off air, Natalie mentioned that every time India has won a World Cup, that's 2007, 11, 24, 26, there's been a player of a Kerala origin, just one player in the side. Srishant, 2007, 11, Samson, 24, 26. Now I'll tell you something more.
I can't take credit for it though. I did read it on X, just by the way. Chops it on. He'd been bowling that harder length into the surface. And in the end, Chapman now gets an opportunity, he thought, to score some runs instead. It's another wicket for India.
Yeah, you could see it coming. The pressure was building on him. He got 3 runs of 8 balls, and he was looking to break free. And when you see this, he's looked to hit the ball a little too hard. The bat comes down at the angle, takes that inside edge, and goes back onto the stumps. So the New Zealand innings in further disarray now. They've lost their 4th wicket in the 8th over. It's 70 for 4.
लजीजा रसमलाई घर में फौरन तैयार।
बेफिक्री से खाना एंजॉय करो, एक्स्ट्रा कैलोरीज करो।
Batting a little bit earlier on, more up the order. Daryl Mitchell comes in at 6 with his team in all sorts of trouble. The required run rate now past 15.
Well, it's a clever piece of bowling from Hardik Pandya. Pace on delivery, but it was the first of that over. And he went pace on into the wicket, going across the stumps, almost doing Chapman. Just in between, whether it was pace on or pace off. Clever stuff on a good surface to bat on.
India right on top at this stage. I mentioned, let me finish it off, and then I just cast my mind back to 1983. Was there a player when India won its first World Cup? Yes, there was. One from Kerala origin. Sunil Watson. So there you go. And I think I'll get a free appam when I go to Trivandrum.
Eight overs gone at 72 for 4. Well, I can't say.
थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है। अब कुछ कर ले। Nescafe cold कॉफी की किक।
SPF 30 धूप से 97% तक बचाए, विटामिन सी सीरम बनाए अंदर से ब्राइट। ये है नॉन स्टिकी विद नो वाइट कास्ट। न्यू ग्लो एंड लवली ब्राइट UV Duo सनस्क्रीन।
Is it strong enough? No, it's not. What a time he is having in the field tonight. Kishan moves so quickly around and great awareness of the boundary.
Yes, he's on fire, Ishan Kishan. And it's the big wicket, that of Seyfert. It's 52 from just 26. He couldn't believe it. He thought he'd placed it right. But Ishan Kishan, he was sprinting like a hare on the boundary. Covered very good ground. Very calm as he took it. And very composed.
Should not hold it, just clear your head away.
Should not hold it, just clear your head away.
Clear your head with the all-new world's #1 men's shampoo.
चलो boys, अब clear रहना।
यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से बने डॉलन्स रेफ्रिजरेटर्स की नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी रखे फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक, क्योंकि डॉलन्स रिलायबल है।
थोड़ा लैग कर रहा है। अब कुछ कर ले। Nescafe cold कॉफी की किक।
Well, one-way traffic in Ahmedabad all day today. It's a drag down for Chakravarti. Seyfert tries to place it. Could have easily gone with power and tried to go over Ishan Kishan. It's a tidy piece of work on the boundary. And the momentum for India continues.
Wow, that has missed everything. Not quite sure how, but that's pies.
Well, an absolute beauty from Varun Chakravarti. Not the best of tournaments. Is coming good. The googly just shaves the top of the bails. Even Sanju Samson is done.
Tim Seifert, by the way, also scoring a half century in a semi-final and the final, fourth player to do it in the T20 World Cup. Just after Sanju Samson did that earlier. Well, they've managed to pick up a boundary here. Even though with the silence, you know they're well on top.
Yeah, quite an attacking field as well. Point went to slip for the first couple of Santner's ball, and that area completely vacant.
The call to his partner was 2. It's into a big space. Excellent commitment by Tilak Verma. They might have a little check of it. They do get 3.
Yes, after that drop catch, you can see this.
Olivia hair color. New look, new pack. Olivia, shukriya.
Against South Africa at this ground. $83 for 5 it is. India were 115 for 1. Not too surprising that he's gone with that length. He did that in the previous over as well.
Yeah, and just his ability to mix it up. Tactically and in theory it's a good idea, but accuracy needs to be on point. When you go with a short ball, it has to be accurate. And a good batting surface, you get your line wrong with the short delivery, particularly with the field he has set. Fine leg third, point in the ring. That field suggests that he's not going to bowl a short ball, so it needs to be accurate.
One thing with Hardik Pandya, he's constantly thinking of how he can get wickets. So he might go for a few runs at times, but he's in the quest of wickets, and sometimes it's not such a bad thing when you have that kind of mindset. He has the experience to know when to pull back. Now this is Ishan Kishan, very good catch. That was the danger man. Seifert was batting so well.
You just talk about how well he mixes it up and clearly has a plan. The execution of the plan is right on point. Pace off deliveries in blue, and then orange is pace on. Just batters not getting to line him up, not settling at the crease, can't get rhythm. Very smart bowling from Hardik Pandya.
Moxley is one who will test the pitch, you know, with the slow off cutters or the pace on bouncers.
No, they would have needed massive partnerships to get themselves into contention. And unfortunately for them, after that 31-run opening partnership, which came with just the 16 balls, which has never have really got going since then, and wickets have fallen regularly. What that means is, even though it's been only 5 balls since the last boundary, it makes it feel even longer, because they're in so much trouble and that required run rate is so high. And the frustration then just continues to grow, and that pressure will keep growing as well. So much about history has been spoken. It would be the first time that India were to beat New Zealand in a T20 World Cup match. First team to win as hosts. First team to go back-to-back in the Men's T20 World Cup as well. Team of invincibles at the moment. It's brilliant bowling from Hardik Pandya and India as well. It's 88 for 5.
मेरे ग्लो का राज है लक्स ब्राइटनिंग विटामिन सी और नरिशिंग विटामिन ई के साथ जो दाग धब्बे कम करे और दे सीरम जैसा ग्लो। लक्स
तो फिर हो जाए स्विंग का सुल्तान वर्सेस किचन का कैंप।
Right ingredients, right treatment, 100%. तो करें डैंड्रफ का सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट with Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. Confidence 100%.
The lingering aroma of the 19th of November. No team has ever won it twice. In India are knocking on the door of a repeat performance. Here's Arshdeep. Required run rate starting to nudge 17 now. Just wonder what can New Zealand do in this situation. There's still half the game to be played, half the innings to be played. Sunil Gavaskar alongside me. Danny Morrison is here too.
Well, these are the previous winners. The first time ever the ICC Men's T20 World Cup was played. India won it in South Africa, with MS Dhoni being the captain. Then India won it again a couple of years back, with Rohit Sharma being the captain.
West Indies won it twice, but 2012 and 2016. There's a fielder there. It just goes over, just goes over. It was an inch here or there.
Well, Harshy just asked, what can they do? Certainly Mitchell and Santner. This left-hand, right-hand combination has got to put something together of massive substance. A little bit of luck, just enough woodwork. And it's a sixer. Yeah, Skip, not quite.
He's very quick on his feet, that's why he's there. But he's not the tallest.
But what an effort that was. He's taken a couple of super catches.
Now that's a biggie. And you know it's going for 6 because you don't hear a sound in Ahmedabad.
Yes, the asking rate is 16, so they'll have to be scoring at least 14-15 runs and over for the next 4-5 overs. In the slot goes for a massive hit, and Daryl Mitchell batting at 6. I've never understood that about the New Zealand tactics in this World Cup, to be perfectly honest. Just before the T20 series started, he was batting at number 4 for New Zealand in the one-day series. He got 2 absolutely magnificent hundreds. Man in form, he was pushed back down at 6 for the T20 series that followed. Now he's here, and look at the way he's batting, despite the fact that he didn't get much batting in the earlier matches.
Hearing you, Sonny, I just think more than anything, I think it was maybe a bit of a safety valve, that if the top order did crumble a little bit, that was part of that scenario. But I do hear you often say your best player